So I grew up in a really small town. Pretty much all my family lived there except for my dad's side of the family. All my mom's side of the family lived there. And grew up a lot around baseball, a lot around in the backyard hitting off the tee, and doing stuff like that. So around baseball a lot. And then on the church side of things, didn't really go to like Sunday school or anything really outside of Sunday morning church, but went to Sunday morning church pretty much every Sunday. Baseball was always kind of my thing. I think probably after I quit football, it was kind of like, well, baseball is the only thing left if I'm going to play a college sport. So that'd probably be when I really focused in on like the recruiting process and stuff. Yeah, I'm studying business administration. Just got Dr. Russell to sign off on my last class transfer from junior college, so that was awesome. But yeah, I think eventually I want to basically pastor a church and lead a rehabilitation thing. I would like to do it in Denver, but I don't know where it will end up being. But so that's the main goal. But I think from just the academic side of things, I mean, the church, you have to know how to administrate people, you have to know how to administrate finances, you have to know how to manage people. And by no means do you ever want to be technically a full-on business approach where it's all about profit, but I do think that after running something this year for young adults in the city, the reality is to help people you need money. And so I think I've learned a lot just for managing people, managing finances, managing a team, being a team leader, things like that I think will help me a lot through my education. I think baseball is a lot like life. My junior college coach always joked that baseball is like life, and he'd relate it to the Bible and said God was watching baseball in Genesis because he said he created the world in the beginning. So I think baseball really does teach you a lot about life. It teaches you to go pitch by pitch. It teaches you to forget the bad. And honestly, one of the biggest things I've learned in my last 2 years is just to be fearless, to go at it without worrying about making mistakes and throwing a 3-2 fastball as hard as you can and just trusting all the work you put in. And I think that has a lot to do with life. Trust the work you put in, forget the mistakes, focus on the next thing, kind of like what Paul said, forgetting what's behind and straining towards what's ahead. I think baseball has a lot of life in it, and it's just a game, but it teaches you a lot about life. And there's a video I listen to every time before we play. It's from a pastor in New York City named Carl Lentz, and he just talks about how it shouldn't take a funeral, or it shouldn't take somebody dying, or it shouldn't take us losing a lot to realize that Jesus saved us, and that now the rest of our life is lived with emptying out our pockets, emptying everything he gave us to give to other people. Yeah, he talks in there about we can't use our creativity in heaven, we can't use our love in heaven, we can't use our talents in heaven, we can't use our ability in heaven, and he just pretty much talks about leaving it all here. And so I think a whole person champion embodies that, empties out their pockets for people. I think they always are humble, always know that there's more that they could do, always know that without the grace of God that they couldn't do any of it. So yeah, I think that a whole person champion embodies that. They're diligent, they care, they love people, they love God, and they attack life with intensity.